Learning how to fine-tune your own AI models. How hard could it possibly be? Am I right? How am I supposed to know what the model expects as an input? Like, can we just name stuff in a way that is not so confusing? Or maybe, am I dumb? What is up, guys? This week I've been trying to figure out the easiest possible way to fine-tune a transformer model. I just want to learn how to just fine-tune it locally on my computer. I know it can be a little difficult since I haven't done it before, but I didn't expect it to be as puzzling as I thought it was gonna be. So I started using Google Colab at first for just running out tests and things like that. But then I find out that it's a little slow and a little clunky, and then it will time out when by the time I finish reading. So then I was like, all right, let me just set this up on my Mac. Funnily, my Mac runs way faster than Google Colab. I mean, it is an expensive machine. It's an M3 Max. I got it in 2024. I basically had to set up a conda environment, install pip, and then the rest of the dependencies that I needed. I am living my best life looking at this progress bar, guys. Look at that, it actually is working. Holy F. I'm pretty much done with the Hugging Face NLP course. I kind of skipped some sections that were irrelevant to me. I don't know if you guys felt this before, but sometimes don't know if what you're doing, or at least for me, what I'm doing, is going to work out. Whether it's going to succeed in terms of does it solve a problem in the real world? Does it actually solve a problem that people care about? Or does it solve a problem that I particularly care about? I have a vision of what I'd like to achieve and what I'd like to build. I just need to make it happen. However, the steps of getting there is entirely unclear, and it will only reveal itself once I am at that stage of the project, which is so interesting. Maybe that's just because I'm inexperienced, but it's kind of been like that my whole life. So I don't know if it's inexperience or is it just indefinitely like this forever. And I think as long as I keep moving forward, really in any direction, I'll eventually know whether it's the right direction or not. If it's not, that's great too. I mean, if it is the right direction, that's great. If it's not, well, I learned something new, and the skills is always transferable. I can just backpedal and go in another direction. Stalls or White Story today? Kinda, yeah. I don't want to have another rice dish. I mean, look at how sketch this is. Construction on the side. Can you believe it? I said I didn't want to eat rice, yet I literally just bought a rice dish. Sometimes I really wonder what goes on in here. Guess what it's time for, guys? Another terrible DIY session, obviously. Hopefully this will go better than last time. I am putting up more of these soundproofing panels. I mean, they look very cool, but there's like blank spaces. I don't know why I went with hexagonal, polygon shaped. It's very inefficient. I should have just done squared all the way through. Well, it's too late now, so I'm stuck with it. I mean, we'll see if it's any good. This is pretty easy, unlike last time. Look, so easy to peel. Oh, shoot. Okay. Ugh. Like, where do I start? Here? Oh, no, too late now. Okay, anyway. Despite what I've said earlier, the fact that Hugging Face has made fine-tuning your own model so accessible with just a few lines of code. I mean, this is literally like 50 lines of code. It is so easy to do this now. I don't even need to write my own training loop. Once you've actually trained your model, you can save it locally and then you can literally reload it. I ended up wanting to do a bit of experiment, so I ended up grabbing Distilled Bird as a pre-trained model and I wanted to fine-tune it so that it is able to understand different emotions, or should I say classify different emotions based on the sentence you passed into the model. And the process of doing this was... What is my dog freaking doing? And the process of doing this was relatively simple. I basically just needed to grab the model and find the data set that I wanted to use to fine-tune the model. I loaded that in, grabbed the training set and the validation set. It was already split up for me, which is so nice that I don't need to do that myself. I process it, which transformed the text from English into tensors. And look, we don't even need to write a training loop. It is literally done. And then to use the model that you've just trained is literally 9 lines of code. Holy shit. It's working. Oh my god.